Has anyone ever wondered about the secrets that might be hidden within precious jewels? We are speaking not merely of the brilliant sparkle of the stones and their elegant forms, but also of unique stories brimming with love, loss, triumph, and tragedy. Now we shall immerse ourselves in the dazzling world of one of the most celebrated tiaras of the 20th century, the Spencer family tiara, intricately linked with the image of the Queen of People's Heart, Princess Diana. This tiara is not just a piece of jewelry, it is a symbol of an entire era, a witness to significant events, and a keeper of the memory of a woman who changed the perception of the royal family. Imagine an exquisite piece of jewelry where every curve, every petal, and every diamond is not simply a part of the design, but an element of centuries of history. The Spencer tiara is not a single piece of jewelry created at one time. Rather, it is a symphony of jewels, composed of different motifs that have resonated at different times. The story of this piece of jewelry is a tale of trials and errors, changes and additions, reflecting the tastes and trends of the time. As in music, where different instruments and melodies intertwine into a single harmonious work, so too in this tiara have different elements and periods of creation combined into a unique whole. The Spencer tiara is the embodiment of romanticism and elegance. The design is based on floral motifs, delicate tulips, leaves, and scrolls, forming garlands and festoons. The central element is a large floral motif, resembling a blossoming bud. From it, curved lines extend outwards, studded with diamonds of various sizes and cuts. Star-shaped elements, woven into the overall composition, add even more brilliance and solemnity to the tiara. Some scrolls, if one looks closely, form the subtle outlines of hearts, a delicate hint at the romantic symbolism of the piece, like a secret message encrypted in precious stones. This entire complex structure is crafted from white gold and platinum, which gives it a lightness and airiness, despite the abundance of precious stones. The exact number of diamonds is unknown, but there are hundreds, if not thousands. The cut of the stones is diverse. Here one can find classic round, brilliant cut diamonds, as well as marquise, pear, and baguette cuts. This variety creates a unique play of light and shadow, making the tiara sparkle and shimmer with all its facets, as if it were breathing with life. Just as the sun's rays passing through a prism scatter into a multitude of colors, so too does this tiara, thanks to the variety of cuts, reflect light in all its manifestations. There is a legend that the history of the tiara began in the distant year 1767. It is said that it was then that a certain piece of jewelry was created for Viscountess Montague, the wife of the 7th Viscount Montague. However, what that original tiara was like remains a mystery. There are no documentary records or images. Perhaps it was a modest piece of jewelry that, over time, was transformed and augmented, becoming the tiara we know today. The next important stage in the tiara's history is the year 1919. Lady Sarah Spencer, daughter of the 4th Earl Spencer, shortly before her death, bequeathed a diamond ornament to Lady Cynthia Hamilton, who in the same year married the future 7th Earl Spencer, Albert Spencer. This gift, a diamond element, possibly a brooch or part of a necklace, became the central element of the future tiara. This act of giving can be seen as the transfer of a family heirloom, which was to become a symbol of love and continuity. In that same year, 1919, apparently at the initiative of Lady Cynthia, the ornament underwent alteration. New details were added to the central element, likely from other Spencer family jewels. The tiara took on a shape more in keeping with the fashion of the time, the Art Deco style with its geometric motifs and conciseness. This period can be considered the time of the formation of the tiara's modern appearance, when it acquired features characteristic of the era and began to reflect the tastes and preferences of its owners. However, the final well-known appearance we recognize today was only achieved in 1937. In anticipation of the coronation of George VI, father of Queen Elizabeth II, Lady Cynthia, by then Countess Spencer, commissioned the restoration and alteration of the tiara from the renowned jewelry house, Gerard. It was the craftsmen of Gerard, suppliers to the British royal court, who created the very outstanding masterpiece that we know today. They added new elements with diamonds, giving the tiara a more refined and complete form, while preserving its historical foundation. This period can be considered key in the formation of the modern version of the tiara, when it acquired its recognizable appearance thanks to the skill and talent of Garrard's jewelers. The first owner of the tiara in its updated form was Lady Cynthia Spencer, Princess Diana's grandmother. She often appeared in the tiara at various ceremonial events, including balls and receptions, demonstrating its magnificence and significance. However, at the coronation of George VI in 1937, Lady Cynthia preferred another Spencer tiara, decorated with honeysuckle motifs, which testifies to the variety of jewels in the family collection. Perhaps the choice of a different tiara was related to personal preferences or a desire to emphasize another aspect of the family heritage. After the death of Lady Cynthia and her husband, the 7th Earl Spencer, in 1972, the tiara was inherited by their son, John Spencer, the 8th Earl Spencer, Diana's father. Thus, the tiara continued to remain in the family, passed down from generation to generation, and preserving its value and significance. The inheritance of the tiara symbolized the continuation of family traditions and the connection between generations. It was thanks to Diana that the Spencer tiara gained worldwide fame and recognition. On the 29th of July, 1981, on the day of her marriage to Prince Charles, Lady Diana Spencer appeared at St. Paul's Cathedral wearing this very tiara. This choice was not accidental. Diana had the opportunity to choose any tiara from the royal treasury, but she preferred the family heirloom, thereby emphasizing her connection to her family and her own individuality. This gesture demonstrated her respect for family values and her desire to maintain her identity despite joining the royal family. Before Diana, the Spencer tiara was worn at their weddings by her elder sisters, Lady Sarah McCorquodale and Lady Jane Fellows. After Diana's wedding, the tiara was also used by other members of the Spencer family. Victoria Lockwood, or Prashom, the first wife of Charles Spencer, the 9th Earl Spencer, Diana's brother, and Celia McCorquodale, Diana's niece, daughter of Lady Sarah, were married in it. Thus, the tiara became a kind of symbol of family celebrations, uniting different generations and emphasizing the unity of the Spencer family. Undoubtedly, the most significant event associated with the Spencer tiara was the wedding ceremony of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer. The live broadcast of this event was watched by millions of viewers around the world, and the tiara, sparkling on the bride's head, became one of the most memorable symbols of this momentous day. The wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer became a true event of the century, and the Spencer tiara, sparkling in the light, has forever remained in people's memory as a symbol of beauty, luxury, and hope. After the wedding, Diana often wore the Spencer tiara to various state visits, receptions, and charity events. The tiara became an integral part of her image, emphasizing her status and elegance. Diana skillfully combined the tiara with various outfits and hairstyles, creating unique looks that delighted the public and emphasized her unique style. The Spencer tiara became one of the symbols of her impeccable taste and her ability to look elegant in any situation. In 2018, the Spencer tiara was featured in the Cartier The Exhibition at the National Gallery of Australia. This served as further confirmation of its historical and artistic value. The exhibition attracted a huge number of visitors who were able to see the tiara up close and appreciate its magnificence and craftsmanship. Participation in the exhibition confirmed the tiara's status as a work of art, worthy of attention and admiration. Around the Spencer tiara, as with any famous jewel, there are many rumors and legends. Some believe that the tiara brings good luck in marriage. Others, on the contrary, consider it unlucky, referring to Diana's tragic fate. Of course, these are just speculations, but they add even more mystery and attractiveness to the tiara. These stories, passed down by word of mouth, make the tiara not just a precious ornament, but a living witness to history connected with the fates of people and shrouded in an aura of mystique. For Diana, the Spencer tiara was not just a piece of jewelry, but a symbol of her belonging to the family, her roots, and her heritage. She often preferred it to other, more luxurious tiaras from the royal treasury, thereby emphasizing her independence and unique style. The tiara became an integral part of her image, her distinctive hallmark, thanks to which she was recognized and associated with refinement and elegance. The choice of the family tiara spoke of her respect for tradition and her desire to preserve her individuality within the framework of royal protocol. For the Spencer family, the tiara is a valuable family heirloom that is passed down from generation to generation, symbolizing the connection of times and reminding them of their ancestors and their rich history. It serves as a kind of bridge between the past and the present, uniting family members and reminding them of their shared heritage. The tiara is not just a jewel, but a symbol of family values and traditions, which are carefully preserved and passed down from generation to generation. The floral design of the tiara, with its elegant tulips, leaves, and intricate scrolls, symbolizes romance, femininity, and tenderness. The stars woven into the overall composition symbolize good luck, prosperity, and high social status. The hearts, barely visible in the curves of the scrolls, are a subtle hint at love, loyalty, and devotion. Each element of the design carries a certain meaning and symbolizes important aspects of life and values that the Spencer family cherishes and respects. The tiara is also a symbol of aristocracy and belonging to a noble family, recalling the centuries-old traditions and rich history of the Spencer family. It serves as a kind of symbol of their status and influence in society, emphasizing their connection with the history and culture of Great Britain. The tiara is not just an ornament, but a part of their heritage, symbolizing their belonging to the aristocracy and their contribution to the history of the country. However, perhaps the most important symbolic meaning of the tiara lies in the memory of Princess Diana. For many people, it will forever remain Diana's tiara, a symbol of her beauty, kindness, compassion, and tragic fate. The tiara has become a kind of symbol of her legacy, reminding people of her contribution to charity and her fight for justice. It continues to inspire people around the world and remind them of the power of the human spirit. The Spencer tiara is not only a historical relic, but also a work of jewelry art of the highest level, made of precious metals and adorned with hundreds of diamonds of exceptional quality. The skill of the Gerard jewelers who created this masterpiece is beyond doubt. Their talent and ability to bring to life the most daring ideas have made the tiara a true work of art that can be admired endlessly. The exact value of the tiara remains unknown. However, it is undoubtedly valued in the millions of dollars, given its historical value, the quality of the materials, and the craftsmanship. However, its true value lies not in money, but in the history it holds and the memory of the people who wore it. The tiara is a priceless treasure that cannot be valued in monetary terms. The Spencer tiara is not simply a piece of jewelry, but a symbol of an entire era, a witness to important historical events, and a keeper of the memory of the people who wore it. It has come a long way from a modest diamond gift to a world-famous jewel, inextricably linked with the image of Princess Diana. Its brilliance continues to inspire and delight, reminding us of beauty, fragility, and the strength of the human spirit. Does the question arise of how jewels can become part of our lives, witnesses to our joys and sorrows, keepers of our memories, and symbols of our history?